I'm about to show you the truth about free traffic. Here are the stats for a site that went online around the 15th of September 2009. At first glance, it looks great. I managed to build the traffic to a steady 150 visits using my free traffic system within the first 7 days, and best of all, the sales started to come in. Now, for the sake of this experiment, I stopped my free traffic methods and invested $12 to get 10,000 guaranteed visitors. And the traffic shot up to over 400 per day. Looks impressive so far, right? Well, let's look again. There are 3,830 visits with 4,246 page views. 1.11 pages per visit. When I look deeper into the stats, I find that the result of these extra page views and visits all lie between this area here while I was using free traffic. And as soon as I went up here, after paying for the guaranteed US visitors, the average time on the site went to less than 31 seconds because the people here stayed on the site for quite a while. So that's brought the average up to 31 seconds time on the site. And let's look at where the visitors came from. These guaranteed US visitors actually came from around Spain and South America, and a few in North America. When we take a look at the sources of the traffic, it's nearly all referring sites. A little bit of direct traffic and 1% of search engine traffic, and this direct traffic actually came from this section before I started the experiment. The referring sites are how this guaranteed traffic works is they bring people to a web page that promises a free ebook or some sort of solicitation, and as they click off that page, your page showing your site comes up in a pop-under, and of course in the stats it shows that the page was visited, but nobody really had a look at it. And even though I was making sales here, the result from my $12 investment was 0 sales with double the traffic. So I call that useless traffic. And also you'll get that same type of traffic, useless traffic, from what most people recommend new affiliates to do, and that is join surfing programs and safe lists, and that's what they call free traffic. So free traffic has really gotten a fairly bad reputation. But let's have a look at what happens with my free traffic system. Here's another site, and at first glance you might say, well, that's not really impressive. There's not 400 visitors here. You're getting around 35 visits a day. This is for the same time period as the previous site, and it topped up to about 68 visits there. So 648 visits for about 14 days, with, and this is where the difference lies, 2,096 page views, and each person on average visited 3 pages. But look at the average time on the site. Instead of 31 seconds, they're on the site for just over 4 minutes. That tells me that they're interested visitors. Now let's look at where the traffic's coming from. Remember, I was targeting US people, and in this exercise I was actually targeting US and Australian people, and as you can see, that's where the majority of visitors have come from. And let's have a look at where the traffic sources are. There's still a large portion of referring sites, but those referring sites are not solicited referring sites. They're actually other websites that are recommending this site. Huge portion of search engine traffic, where on the previous example we had a 1% search engine traffic. Here we've got 38.16%. And you know what the big difference is? The biggest difference of all is that I made huge amounts of sales. So that's the difference between using free traffic that brings in good traffic as against free and junky paid for traffic that brings in absolute rubbish. Mind you, this type of free traffic system, I know I paid $12 for this, but I did it to show the results quicker than if I didn't want to spend months surfing programs which bring the same sort of results. This type of free traffic brings in no results, and people who use this usually get so jaded after a couple of months. They work so hard, they do everything that they're told to do in their free traffic programs, and they just burn out. There's nothing to motivate them. Whereas against here, the work you do to generate this traffic, which is absolutely free, you're motivated all the time because you actually see sales coming into your inbox every day. So my free traffic system, which I've just built, is available here. Note that this $35 price is only available until the 10th of February. So that's a special introductory offer because it's never been offered before. And I know that this is really easy to do. I know of other good systems out there too that really involve hours of keyword research and testing. There's none of that here. And so there's no more click for traffic, no more safe lists, no more free advertising sites to submit to, which is also a total waste of time. No more link exchanges and no more auto submitters. Everything in here really works. So hopefully you'll have a look at this. Just click on the link on the right hand corner or right hand side of the page to see more. Cheers.